Hey there guys, hope you're having a lovely Monday. I figured I would do something different with the Deadlock stuff, not just streaming patch notes, reacts, all that, and really the only videos I posted are the changes to Viscous, or why Viscous is one of my favorite heroes. It's the kit, it's a lot of fun, even though they do balance it, I suppose. It is what it is, but I figured I would pick one of my recent games and just go through it and talk about like how I'm thinking and what I'm doing, which I should probably do more while I'm actually playing. But I do play a few games off stream as well, so that's why we're looking at the replay. And yeah, I guess we'll just get to it. So as always, no surprise here. I'm in solo lane. Well, I am definitely not surprised by this. It is sad. But to start off, I always tend to do this. I even started doing this in duo lane. If depends, sorry, it depends on my partner. But I always use my speed boost at the start. It's probably not a good idea, but it's a fun idea, and that's because I like to make sure that no matter which lane I go into, actually go into these areas here where you're hidden. In this game, I decided to stay here because this is what I used to do. So I would see them arrive and I could plan ahead and use my splatter. But now I like to actually go and hide in these areas so they can't see me, and I can push up even further and hit them with my ability and also, a few shots. So catch them completely off guard, basically. So that's the whole idea. Yeah, so here I'm against Shiv here in the solo lane. I believe this is a correct setup. They did change the lane setup, but this one seems to be correct. This was before that change, so yeah, I'm just making sure to hit as much as I can, harass Shiv as much as possible, as you should do. Basically put a lot of pressure on, and especially this is something I really enjoy doing, which is essentially do the combo, which is where I did not want to go, but you can do this combo with puddle punch into splatter, which I really enjoy. I think I talked about this in one of my videos, one of my previous videos, but essentially you run a splatter punch into splatter like this, and you can predict where they're about to land. Now, people who are decent will definitely avoid. They will dodge while in midair. So, I mean, I would try once, and if they do dodge it, then I would delay it a bit. So you have like more of a chance of actually hitting them, pretty much. Looks like our Ivy didn't even connect here, I guess. Oh yeah, it's this game, I remember this one. Ivy does come back, I believe, but it takes a while. I mean, we're still pushing. I have one game, 6 versus 5, I'm sure we all have. So, yeah, what you won't see me do here is actually do too many melee attacks. But, I don't know, I rarely do them. At least at this point, because I run into people who know how to parry, basically. So I don't want to set myself up for that. If I'm healthy, then I would definitely do it. But in this case, I don't want to take any chances with Shiv either. So, but I will probably try and do more with melee than I'm currently doing. And this is one of the main reasons I like Viscous is this. Like the potential to harass, even if they go back to the shop down here, or back in the back. I mean, you have splatter and puddle punch. You just put the punch on the wall here, or maybe even the ceiling, right? And I mean, you can force so many people out here, and there are quite a few heroes that could do that, right? If you have like Paradox, for example, that absolute nasty Ivy as well, the one that has yet to connect to our game. So. I got my first kill here against Shiv. I probably could have got one earlier. Like I said, if I used more melee, this is like an older one, but It's recent, but it's old. I know. I play a lot of different heroes, so that's why I wanted Viscous specifically for this. Yeah, also using the puddle punch to propel yourself has saved me many times. I'm a bit late on this camp, but you know, better late than never. Right? I want to push my lane and try and deny as much as I can before I do anything. Now, not often I use splatter in this way to clear waves, but if I'm getting pushed hard, then I feel like I can do it. Now, make sure to buy here, and now I really want to use my puddle punch, but you know, you have to keep the lane going, right? So, it's still pretty healthy ship here, but we are coming up to the second kill in this game. I believe I still do this. I use my goo ball quite defensively. I would say it's changed quite a bit, mostly because they've also changed the ability a bit. But I guess that's a thing you do while you learn, right? So when you're learning the game, see she pushed all the way back. I didn't expect that. He was like literally in the corner. That's why I didn't hit him. But he knows, so now I know that yeah, he likes to do that. Please keep harassing him. I mean, I don't have to be as passive as I am here. I can put a lot more pressure on, but I feel like, I mean, even without doing these crazy dives and melee attacks and all that jazz, right, I'm still putting a lot of damage onto the ship here. I feel like I start falling behind, I would probably push more, but we are gonna get up on a kill here. I don't know if ship has a lot of... Okay, he has healed up there, so we'll get to there. Yes, here I actually push in, use my keys, is wait for him to follow me, and I just keep doing my thing, right? Just hit your abilities, and there you go. I believe this was before the... This was after the delay we had it, I believe. So, and now it's even easier to avoid the puddle punch. Alright, so we killed the Guardian, that's all good. Now I like to make sure that the lane is fine, and then I actually leave. I want to start farming neutrals as soon as possible. And we were already... Our timing isn't great already, so... But I head back here to obviously clean up the lane. I know that she will push it no matter what. And... yeah, make sure I get my items. Now in this game I actually didn't get Echo Shard. But I would... I'd say nowadays I prioritize it. I don't like... You know, I don't rush Echo Shard. Because, I mean, this is something I want to try out, but I don't rush Echo Shard. But Echo Shard is really good. I like to use it with Splatter, obviously. And when you have the... You know, when you have the extra spirit, you have... bounce, right? You can do some crazy farming, and here I'm obviously pushing the walker. There's no one here, so I'm just gonna shoot away. I fall back here because I don't know where they are right now, so I decide to just I'd rather use farm, right? I have my mowing krill here. That is a very interesting scope. Why do I have a scope on my ultimate? Yes, I decide to rotate here to backstab them because I see a big fight going on. You know, they're pushing our lane. So make sure to just go ham, go in. And like I said, one or a few times I actually like to use my goo ball ability offensively rather. But I'm trying to do that a whole lot more. And here, you know, I can see we're getting pushed by Geist. I'm just gonna harass her. Now I tried quite a few builds on Viscous. This is still my favorite. I am gonna try some other ones just to see what I prefer, but at this point I'm not a big fan of the other ones. So we'll see. But I like to do the combo here of Splatter and Puddle Punch. So you have both of these, and Splatter hits harder. And Puddle Punch hits hard enough, but I feel like this is more like a setup thing, if anything. You don't even have to go for charges, to be honest. You have an innate charge, obviously, with the upgrade, but Like, you don't really have to go extra charges for that. Splatter doesn't have extra charges because it's already overpowered. I mean, it was nerfed in the latest patch, so like, was it 10, 15 damage or something? 10, I think. So, still hits hard. Especially if you hit all your bounces. Yeah, I'm focusing a lot on pushing our lanes here. I don't know, I just like to make sure that I farm efficiently. And I mean, I tend to farm as much as I can and then rotate if I have to help out. Now I saw some guys actually heading here and just ganking her. Could have probably killed her, but at the same time I don't know if she has her ult. And even then I could have probably pushed her more, forced the ult out and then fall back. Probably. That would have worked as well. You know, the more you play, the more you learn, right? This scope is pretty funny on this. That's gotta be a feature, right? That's hilarious. Okay, Bebop here. I'm taking less damage than I expect. I also have lifesteal, I'm pretty sure. Spirit lifesteal or something. So, pretty tanky. Tankier than I expected. But there's also, you can probably see here, this also allowed me to put the cube on my teammate instead. So, trying to be less selfish, I suppose. Especially in these situations where we're team fights, I like to maintain the cube here. We got picked up by Dynamo here, that's fine. We start falling back because it's just me. Apparently 7 is here. I guess he's hiding. Yeah, go back to farming. Pretty much. Yeah, this is... I don't know how you guys like to play when you play Deadlock. Like, what do you prefer? Like I said, this is solo lane. I get solo lane at least 80% of the time. It's probably higher now. Because I'm not a fan. Getting gripped by Bebop. He did not have his bomb, which is very rare. And I tried to deal some damage before I leave. But we cannot take this team fight because, you know, most of us are, I mean, we're not prepared for this fight, basically. Like, you can't do it. So here I make sure to clear this lane and then go back to defend, obviously. Bebop here, I actually deal quite a lot of damage to him. I think I have the upgrade, I do. So here I deal a ton of damage to the whole team. It's a really nice lineup. I love that balance, it's so sick. Now if I had Echo Shard here, this is like a great... Yeah, I mean, this is not bad. The items I bought are definitely great, but I don't think... I don't remember if I had bought any Echo Shard ever at this point on this character. Yeah, they're just trying to hold on here. I did cube my buddy, but yeah, my other teammate could not hold out. Mon Krill is a lot of fun to play, by the way. Really enjoy Mon Krill. So yeah, we're still getting like crazy pushed here. Shiv is almost dead. Oh, he's actually dead. So there we go. Guys has no ultimate. So he's also down. Very interesting to see this old replay on the new map. Like how it all works out. Like we have those like juke closets now in the base, and I'm like, yeah, those weren't there when this was played. See, I'm trying to catch up to Yamato here. I thought she was gonna leave, that's why I ulted. And I mean, the stun is pretty sick. I mean, I could have used my puddle punch there, but you know, it doesn't matter at that point. Like my rest of my team is there, and it's not like I'm gonna care about. Like, ooh, hello. You see that? We have the good old error. Oh wow, I haven't seen that in a while. Look at that. Classic source engine error model when it's missing a model. So it's an old replay on the new map. I think that's why this is happening. So yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, now these camps are up. Our lane is pushing pretty well. I could probably push this lane even harder if I wanted to. My team is doing mid, and I'm like, they definitely don't need my help. I would say... yeah, I would say after this, or maybe even before killing that, I would probably go mid. That's what I've done in recently, at least. But if I trust my team to do this. Like, Ivy is having a bad time, but Ivy was disconnected for quite some time, so it is what it is. Yeah, nowadays I try to rotate faster to mid. It completely depends on the match and the team, right? So obviously there's a team fight going on here. I want to see what we can do. The Wraith ult is out. I'm trying to catch up to my Mo and Krill here. I actually got him. The bounce, the damage is absolutely nuts. I mean, okay, it deals less damage now, but it's still quite a bit. At this point, it's 268, which is sort of low, but it's the bounces that get them, right? Like this situation here, we can bounce in these tighter areas. Really excellent. I really enjoy those. And here, yeah, perfect farm. We got the bounce. Make sure to bounce it off of, the walls and be effective. And like I said, Echo Shard would have been great in this game. I did not get it though. Probably should have. It worked out. It's not. You don't need Echo Shard, but it is definitely worth it in my opinion. So yeah, now someone's gonna run the urn, right? Yeah, this time it's me. Some games I run the urn like crazy. Okay, just making sure we get those, but no problemo. This was also, I want to point this out. I'm gonna snipe someone with my goo ball. Well, that sounds wrong. No, but they're pushing our base here, right? So I'm falling back, and I'm using my ultimate just to make it back in time. I don't want them to deal as much damage. That's a cool similarity. That's invisible. I'm getting hammered here by Geist and Dynamo, so I just cube myself. And they're pushing our base super hard. Wow, yeah, that's that's so funny. Yeah, old replay on a new map. So yeah, back to I went to heal up, but also buy some items. I like very defensive items. I would say nowadays I probably build less armor than I have in the past. Yeah, it depends on the game, right? It really depends. Like, yeah, what I wanted to say was this is before the map changes. So we didn't have this minimap here, so we don't know the timings of the actual... Like, I don't know if the camps are up, basically. Like, now the new minimap in that sense is very nice, but I think it's harder to read and it's missing details. Still not used to the hero icons, some of them are a bit odd. But the best thing with the minimap is definitely being able to see neutral camps. It is absolutely amazing. So you don't have to waste time. I'm like, oh, I don't know if these two camps by Walker, if they're up. But now I can actually get in that. So yeah, I'm pushing back lanes here. I want to make sure to push as much as we can. I want to help my team here. So I try to actually go into this lane and do some work. We got one enemy down, Lash going in. I think Geist has ult here. No, he's crazy amount of life leech. I can never tell. it's like most of the time when the Geist stays for the fight. Yeah, I wanted to cube my Lash here, but it went the wrong way. Yeah, if he would have kept going into this lane here, I could have cubed him, and I think he would have survived. Because I mean, we're like. It's me, Seven, and McGinnis, right? So he would have survived if he went to the lane and I cubed him. Yeah. It is what it is. Yeah, it's really nice to see these because you don't have to waste time. That's what I mean. So, I feel like the games have gone a bit shorter. Maybe this is me.
This was careless of someone to leave behind.
Yeah, maybe not by much. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna play more Viscous. I need to play more because I haven't really done much after the patch, so I wanna try them out a bit more. So Yamato is here. I think I spotted her via 7. Yeah, so we're trying to rotate in here and get something good done. Yeah, so she went that way. Interesting.
Headed to blue.
So let's see what's happening. Guinness is doing Guinness things. And Ivy is trying to farm, and I'm punching the heck out of this Wraith. Ripperoni. Bebop. I don't know what build he's using, actually. Looks like... yeah, he's using the fire rate build. Yeah. I haven't really seen any bombs or anything, so... I feel like most people run the double bomb build, which is crazy. Yeah, once again, making sure we push these lanes as much as we can. I want to group up here with 7 because I know that Yamato was here. That's why. Now the urn was being delivered. I want to make sure my team can deliver it or steal it from the enemy team. See these bounces? Crazy damage. Dynamo's like no fun allowed, but we deal with him. And together with the 7 ult, which everyone knows is pure skill, right? Yeah, that was very satisfying. I saw Bebop like go that way. He's basically taking a chance of him taking the shortcut, which he actually did. So, wow, possibly the worst splatter in this game. Now, I would say nowadays I use Puddle Punch more on neutral camps, but I'm still not a big fan of this. Now I have many charges, so it doesn't matter. Now I can use it, right? But yeah, I don't know. It's just it feels meh. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know my team is here doing mid. I'm trying to keep these guys busy. I mean, most of them are dead, right? So shouldn't be a problem. So I want these guys to leave, but she don't want them, man. I had a really fun interaction with this mid boss yesterday. There was a lash. You guys have probably seen this, like lash players when they come to the mid boss to try to steal the rejuvenator. So they drop down from above, they use their ult, and then they throw you out of this room. Now I've canceled that before with like Kelvin's ultimate, right? Which is amazing. Yesterday that happened as well, but I think we were 4 people on our team, and the lash literally did that. I avoided the ult, but everyone on my team was ready. We completely shut him down and like killed him and got the rejuvenator. It's pretty funny. I mean, E for efforts, right? I mean, it's not too bad. I mean, he tried, but I feel like most people know that trick by now, so it is what it is. Yeah, once again, farming. I feel like kills aren't that valuable, at least like early on, right? It's yeah. But oh, poor Ivy. So I don't know. Am I the only one that likes to play like this? You know what I mean? Like I make sure I get my lane, kill the guardian, and then move on. Like get the neutrals as much as I can, as often as I can, and do a lot of farming, and then make sure I always want to make sure what my team is doing. Right? I want to keep track of what's going on. And yeah, I'm getting poked by Shiv. But my lash is here as well. And 7 is like, what? What's happening? He's like, oh, there's someone behind us. Yeah, and then like, okay, what is my team doing? Okay, I should help them. I should rotate. I should, we're pushing, or there's a team fight coming up, or whatever it might be. Then I want to make sure I am there if I can be. But I'm like, I also want to farm as much as I can, basically. I don't know if that's just me. Right? I imagine some people are like, I just want to kill the enemy heroes, right? But yeah, not me. I want to secure my lane, farm, make sure my teammates are this bug. I think they fixed this, didn't they? Maybe. I haven't seen it in a while. And then yeah, just be there when my team needs it. That's basically what I like to do. Which is kind of funny. I don't mind the PvP aspect of this game, but I kind of feel like the PvE is almost more fun than the PvP aspect. Maybe it's just me. Anyway, back to the game. We're pushing this lane hard, got the Guardians down. We have Ivy on the other lane, but they haven't pushed the lane. Ivy's just pushing really, really far up. Maybe she was planning on Guinness taking this lane, I don't know. But yeah, we have a lot of pushing power. Wow, it's so weird seeing me in such an old game. Once again, the bounce. Don't worry about it, okay? That was planned, alright? Like half of my puddle punches are planned. Dude, I love this. See, this is why I love the bounce. Like when you have these tight spaces and you're like, I'm gonna have a blast with this. And that's also why I would definitely go Echo Shard, which I do nowadays. I do get Echo Shard way more often. So it also helps with farming, like quite a lot. But also for team fights, right? There are so many situations where I know that my splatter is gonna bounce and every single bounce will hit. So I throw the splatter and then Echo Shard and throw it again. And that's like a disgusting amount of damage, right? Probably not as much as Bebop, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Maybe the same now. Oh, we got the scope ball coming in. I don't. It's so fun. I believe that's. I think that's Vindicta's scope, isn't it? I believe it is. It's pretty funny. Oh yeah, there we go. I would say that's just a run-of-the-mill game, really. Nothing. I don't know, nothing special, but that's how I like to play. Like, there are a few things that I change up nowadays, right? Most games I don't really go crazy on armor. Make sure I get Echo Shard. I probably, yeah, it would be a bit different than this game, but it's still like overall, I suppose, is a pretty good, pretty accurate. I also melee more, but which I am gonna do that more. But I'm not a big fan of it. But it's super strong early game, so I like to melee with my puddle punch. I mean, the most fun I can have with this hero is forcing people out of cover, and then you predict them where they land, and you basically surprise the enemy, which is a lot of fun. Which is one of many reasons I like this hero. So yeah, that is gonna be it for this. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm trying to explain as much as I can during this. I don't want to pause too much, but if you guys have any suggestions or questions or anything, I mean, we could look at a game where we actually lost, but I feel like most of us know why we lose games. It seems to be always the same, like 4 or 5 reasons most of the time. One of which is always your team's fault. We know that. You know, we all have those games. More often than I would like, sadly. But that's I mean, it is what it is, right? What can you do? You know, if I'm in a bad match, I still try to do my best, right? I try and farm as much as I can, help out in team fights, and really try and help my team and turn those games around. But you know, sometimes you just can't, right? Sometimes you have matches where your team has fed a Vindicta like 20 kills, and you're like, okay, cool. Okay, I guess we die now. Yeah, but that's what it is. Alright, well, that's gonna be it for this video, guys. And yeah, I'll see you for the next one.